Hello, friends of Komodo platform, friends of KMD. It's me, Giuliano. It's 5th of August. The days keep rolling by, and this KMD charts are catching my eye. So let's take a look. I'm going to go to the share screen. In the meantime, why don't you like the video for us? Yeah. And thanks for any comments out there. You make your comments. As well as, if you feel like there's some value here, you want to share with someone, go for it. Yeah. So a couple of ideas coming out, 2 or 3 ideas. I'm just wondering what's happening, where we're possibly going. What I'm seeing here is narrowing of this Bollinger Band action. There was previously actually here, before all these candles played out, we broke below the 20 period average. We found that support on the 200 period average, resistance-ish, but also with the Ichimoku cloud resistance. And then we started squeezing in here between, and that's where I was concerned. I thought, oh, maybe we're going down. But instead, we bounced, and now we are back above this 20 period average. Great. Now we're squeezed between 20 period average and the confluence of Bollinger Band top and the Ichimoku cloud top currently. Okay, so what's going to happen? We don't know. None of this is financial advice as usual, but one thing is clear. The bias is to the upside as long as we stay above the 20 period average. As this narrows, it's not going to last much longer. We're going to find which direction it's going. But again, the bias is to the upside. Now, who's to say what kind of move we're gonna make? Is it gonna be a move that reaches, like 2,500 Satoshis level, challenging the previous resistance levels here and support levels that we've had? Not only here, but here as well. Again, this is a 4-hour chart, so we could go further back and find them, but we're not going to. Check previous videos for that kind of view, or just look at your own charts if you want to use getaurox. That's terminal here, getaurox terminal, and it's free. You can use the code that's in the description. Maybe we go up there and then we come back down and whatever, or maybe we even go higher and we start making our next moves. But I don't think that's where we are yet in the overall framework. However, yes, possibly we could make it to the 3,000 Satoshi level. That would be a really big move, though, portending a continued, situation like that, possibly, where we really, reach to the next levels of support resistance. So yeah, sure, possible. Remember, this is 4-hour chart, though, so let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Right. So it seems like, for me at least, that this zone here would be a strong resistance. Okay. And yeah, maybe we could get to the 3, especially with wick intra candle action. But I don't even know if we're going to be able to challenge the previous highs here yet. It might take a resistance first, finding a next level of support, a so-called higher low from here, and then we can find a higher high. If this is super bullish, though, we will find a higher high than this one, because we've already found our our higher low. Found our higher low. Okay, that's if we're ready for more bullish movements, and which is possible. However, it could also just involve some sideways consolidation. Remember that this is 4-hour chart, number 1. Number 2 is KMDBTC chart. So once BTC gets rip-roaring, I imagine we'll see some downside to the BTC pairs, at least some of them. KMD, who knows? You never know what's going to shine. KMD has been in downtrend for a long time, and it's continuing to build and grow and develop. Anyway, check out the update videos and all that good stuff if you want to know more. Now, another possibility though is we are reaching the top. However, when we look at the indicators, for example, the MACD, it seems like we could take more space to the positive side of momentum, in which case we could make a final push. Now, is that push gonna just get us back to the previous levels with wicks into here, or are we gonna find something substantial that moves us really, eventually up within this move up to there, where we find some new levels? We're looking for new levels, and in fact, that would just be the beginning of this kind of, well, see, that's the thing though. We're looking like we could be into our, I'm seeing, that's why I'm wondering what's happening is, so we look like we're coming to our fifth wave of sorts. Now, we might not even be done the fourth wave yet, right? We might still, whoops, we might still need to do some of these types of things where we're not ready yet. But again, based on the indications so far and the price action, it's pretty strong overall, and it has the opportunity, if there's some bullishness, there's some opportunity to push. Indicators showing that as well. Like we could equally go down, but we could equally go up here in this RSI setup. So RSI is not as clear, but MACD is definitely showing that there's potential for increased positive momentum. Now, again, 4-hour chart, and this, who knows how long this is going to last. I just want to keep reiterating that. The other option is that it kind of fails, just because the momentum is going to increase doesn't mean that the price can increase huge. And it gives some sort of failure and then comes back down, as you had seen at the beginning of the video, wherever. Maybe it bounces there, or maybe it goes further down. You saw that one in red. Boom. Now, this type of action here is also possible. Some sort of failed move, creating a fast move to the opposite direction. Sure. Less likely based on where we sit currently above the Bollinger Band, and feels like it's winding up. However, anything is possible, 50-50 flip of the coin. But it needs to be soon that we're going to be, well, it inevitably will be soon that we exit this cloud setup, because either we are going to continue sideways and remain above, or we're going to just push our way above and get there, or we are going to fall drastically down. I mean, drastic might not be the right word, but yes, drastic enough, because we're here with the potential to make higher moves, and falling at this point would be somewhat drastic. It would mean, in the sense, drastic in the sense that we would probably be getting some sort of play out, where we make the next low, which is going to be a lower low, but then we'll be challenging these previous lows again, which is, yeah, totally possible and not unheard of. In fact, before it even gets there, maybe it will do one of these first. However, maybe it will pull some sort of handle out of its cupping movement, and yeah, maybe you get something like that, right? Although that's weaker, we would want it to be higher. And yeah, so let's see if we can make that kind of move. That would be beautiful. That would be great. Some sort of move like that. Why not? But anyway, so far I'm just trying to plot this next idea. It's just going to come with an increase of price, and then we'll see how that settles. Yeah, that seems to be the main idea. If we make a lower high than these, then we continue this downtrend and we look for a higher low than this from the end of July timeframe, July 28th. All right, that's 4 hours. So then we look daily. Oops, we look daily candles. We say, wow, okay, good candle, nice green candle so far. Let's try and hold this. It's a midday UTC. Up, down, up, down. Let's go for another up. What kind of momentum will we have? Well, looks like it's fading here, or is it? It could be increasing here. It could be one of these. It went up, it started to come down, but now let's just take it up a little higher before we come down. Fine. Also, though, these are lagging indicators, so it can start to fade and decrease in momentum even as the price is still going up. It's possible. Or I should say it the opposite way, sorry. It could, that's why I paused for a second there. It can keep going up even though the price is going down, because it's lagging the price. But anyway, yeah, it just gives us this sense of, I think we are going, look, based on this move here, why not? Why are we not going to go up into this direction here? Okay. Why not? I think that would make sense. We've had our first big positive momentum since the huge negative dumping momentum that we had. Okay, so maybe it's time, you know, a little negative and now bigger positive. That would be good. Or more likely a smaller positive than the previous one, right? But it'll still be proportionally bigger than that negative momentum. All right. Anyway, just some thoughts as we scroll around here and take a look at these charts. I mean, we're just waiting for the move to happen one way or the other. The bias is to the upside, and whoops, the bias is to the upside, and we're just trying to figure out where that might go. It could be all done right now. This could be the upside, and now we're making our way down. Yeah, that's already been covered, right? However, it looks, yeah, see, okay, so then let's say on a daily level, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we test the Bollinger Band and fail. I also wouldn't be surprised if we break it and make our way roughly up to 2,500 Satoshi level, 3,000 if we're like, I don't know what it would take for it to get to 3,000, but it could, but no. So around 2,500, and at the most, you know, kind of hang out there. Well, having said that, yeah, we could get to our like 27, 2,800, test the cloud. I think that would even be more likely, especially with a wick. I think that's more reasonable, to be fair. Yeah, if you're looking for intraday action, we could definitely see moves up to the high 2,000s. Okay. Especially if this is some sort of fifth wave extension. Now, if we want to check that out, if we're looking in that type of format, I don't think well, yeah, it could. If it is though, then we might be seeing a bit more of a, yeah, it's a pretty strong extension. So we might be seeing more of, yeah, fifth wave failure than anything, especially again, if we're not making any newer highs, then we're not gonna make a huge push. And it will, here's the third. Perfect. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we can get a 1-to-1 from the third, and because then we wouldn't really have an extended wave, you know, one with a higher push. So even these like 2,200 levels seem like the most reasonable. And when I look at that as well in confluence with that top Bollinger Band, it could be a situation of that type of level close, but that would be, you know, that's closing there. So we'll see. We shall see. It might just require more consolidation, and then we get our higher moves. This is a daily price chart. So yeah, I would imagine I would imagine that it's not going to play out, you know, today or tomorrow. Might get the one candle, you know, one candle, get the wick, and then come back down for longer term. Yeah, that's basically the idea. Let's see where this takes us. KMD BTC. I'm not even going to go to the weekly right now. Let's go to our USDT, KMD USDT, and just placed in. We are above the cloud here, trying to fight with that 20 period average, but we're not holding it. So less on the 4 hour, less less confident. Plus, however, we've got this trend line for support. Yet at some point it needs to be broken. However, look, we've got this Ichimoku cloud as well for potential support. So could be the case. I think that will be a BTC move, BTC USD move. We are looking to make a bit more negative momentum, but it likely could be smaller than this negative momentum divergence there. And then we can make our way higher. So, yep, supports in this area. However, we're below the 20 period and we are beginning to squeeze with some Bollinger Band, but it just takes a flip over the 20 and then some momentum to push it higher. However, based on the RSI, bottom, top, it could go for another, but there's also potential for nothing special around here yet. We'll see. What we would like to see though is, as I say, nothing special. We would like to see something like that. Then we can have some sort of symmetrical move there and then take off. All right, that's meant to be an arrow. All right, that's it for me. I'm done. Oops. Hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. Let's see though, on a bigger scale here. Let's take a look at what does that seem like to us. This again is a 4 hour price chart. So we want to check the daily. Sure, that could be a thing. Could make a move up there, find some rejection. Definitely see that could happen. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. Yep, please bring that to us. We would all be happy. Let's do a KMD rain dance, right? Okay. All right, done for now. Take care. Goodbye.